So I'm waiting for my coffee to brew. Yeah, and my Hello Kitty stuff. That's all the Hello Kitty stuff I own. So if anybody says I have too much Hello Kitty stuff, screw them. That's what I got. Anyway, I'm waiting for my coffee to brew. And somebody asked why I haven't done videos with myself in them and why I quit doing videos. I can never tell where you're supposed to look. You look at yourself, which is what I'm doing right now, and it's like I'm looking down, but if I look at the camera, it looks like I'm looking crazy. Anyway, somebody asked why I'm not doing videos, and it's because I have dysphoria. I think I look ugly. Simple as that. Other question I got asked recently was, what is the single biggest mistake I think preppers make? And they were asking from a political point of view and expecting to get a specific answer, but I'm going to give a different answer. The single biggest mistake I think preppers make is storing shit, okay? Instead of storing 50 pounds of quality green coffee beans, they store 50 bricks of dollar store coffee. Dollar store coffee sucks. Dollar store coffee, yeah, I have dishes. Not that many, most of those are clean, okay? From the Red Bull to here is dirty, and from the green pan back is all clean, waiting to get put away. Anyway, they store cheap. They store flashy. They store convenience. In a crisis, in a bad time, you really want Folgers. You don't want expensive, you don't want foodie, you don't want fancy, you want reliable, you want childhood memories. People talk about shit hits the fan and bad times as if it's a global thing, which the pandemic is. But let's face it, 30% of people right now are not having a bad time. And 30% of people are having an unlivable time. And 30% of people, 40% of people are just kind of eking by. When you're in those bad times, it's a personal thing. It's not a community thing. Don't think everybody's going to go through the zombie apocalypse and rally and blah, 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 blah. No. We have always kept a couple of years of food on hand because jobs go away, knock on wood. Because sometimes it's just that much easier to not have to pay for groceries or for staples. That's my coffee pot. It does 1 cup at a time. When you're storing food, don't store the cheapest, most generic shit. Store whatever it is you crave when you're in the mood for comfort food. Because when you're in the mood for comfort food, you're not in the mood for tortellini Alfredo. Well, my husband is, but that's a different story. You're in the mood for macaroni and cheese. Store macaroni and cheese. Rice and beans. Store, hold on, let me see if I can do this. Soup weather, can you see? I don't know if you can see out there or not, but it's a nice, beautiful, stormy day. Okay. Store stuff for comfort food. And store quality. Mid-grade quality, but quality. Okay? Because the last thing you want on a really, really stressful day is to go to take a drink of your coffee. There's the camera. Go to take a drink of your coffee black because you're out of creamer and you don't really have that much sugar in the house. And have it be dollar store crap. This is not dollar store crap. This is... You're going to get a look in my freezer. The rest of the house showed up. Okay, this is... I guess I emptied it all out. Okay, well here you can see a Folgers thing, and you can see a generic thing here. One of the things I do, okay, World Market 50% off. If you go to, you want to see the rest of the freezer? Okay, are you ready for this? Okay. So, I don't know how much you can see. That's the rest of the freezer. These are homemade Nanyaki. Yeah, I don't need to go through the rest of it. Anyway, go to a discount outlet store like Ross Dress for Less or TJ Maxx, or that's really unflattering. I really don't like the way this looks. Anyway, Ross, TJ Maxx, Burlington Coat Factory, Grocery Depot, Grocery Outlet. Go to the outlet stores. Buy your coffee there. $5 a bag for premium, gourmet, decent quality coffee. Starbucks built its entire brand on what you order is what you get. Because back in the day, back in the 90s, when coffee shops popped up everywhere, in the Seattle region anyway, you could walk up to a stand and say, I'll take a 2-shot peppermint mocha. And they'd hand you a cappuccino with some chocolate in it. And you could go to the next stand and say, I'll take a 2-shot peppermint mocha. And they'd hand you a latte with a little bit of Hershey syrup. And you had no idea what you were going to get. And one restaurant would have, or one coffee shop would have dark roasted beans, and one coffee shop would have light roasted beans. And you never knew, and some of them would give you half a shot and claim it was 2 and just all kinds of shit. And Starbucks came out and said, hey, what you order is what you get. It's going to be the same exact thing every single time. It's standardized. We have directions. That's how Starbucks came into being, was with that reliability. I don't like this angle. Anyway, in a crisis, you want reliability. You want to know what you're getting out of your food stores. If you open up a bucket of rice and for some strange reason you decided to save a whole bucket of Italian, the short grain starchy rice that you make risotto out of, now you're stuck making risotto. If your entire bucket is long grain Carolina rice, it's just rice. Store small amounts of the fancy stuff and large amounts of what you crave when you're under stress. Okay. So that's my ramble on what preparedness people should... The other thing, what preparedness people get wrong, is they don't store enough salt. As the pandemic showed, they don't store enough toilet paper. The hubby and I never even got into the back rack of the toilet paper before toilet paper came back in stock, because we just always have toilet paper. You know? This is your primary thing you should be storing. Okay, that's spices. Why? That's spices. Because spices are what make the food taste good. Without spices, you're gonna be depressed. Okay? It's Christopher Columbus Day. Don't even get me started on that bullshit. Should be Sex Traffic Awareness Day. The whole reason the Italians and everybody else was searching for a route to India to shorten the Silk Road was spices. Okay? Spices are huge, and if they shut down global traffic for any length of time, you're going to be out of spices. And save salt. Because salt is really hard to make at the ocean. Trust me, I've done it. Might do it again sometime. And sugar. You know? Beans, rice, salt, spices. The rest is extra. And decent quality coffee. Do not store dollar store coffee and dollar store creamer. You will hate yourself. Okay? Talk to you later. Bye-bye.